to have you with us from the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, and Hancock Whitney Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Appalachian State Mountaineers and the South Alabama Jaguars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, App State's head coach told me pregame, this is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Mountaineers offense will come out first. And now to lead the offense, it's Malachi Singleton. He had a very hard time throwing it to his own guys last time out. A 6-interception game in the loss. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Singleton. Under fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. He goes right back to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Guys, let's chat about App State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports when you get paid.
There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Singleton. Firing to the right, complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I love when offenses see defenses and read them. Nice job. Defenses sitting back on 3rd and long, playing soft coverage. Get the ball to your playmaker. Let him do the rest. Nice job seeing it. Nice job executing by this offense.
He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Quarterback may change this route. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Can't White crossed the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Try to barge their way in. And he's in. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Jaguars offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes the junior running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man. Try to make him play in the front.
Maybe some room here. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
They'll run it. It's Roberts fighting off the defender. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Mountaineers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Running inside, it's Lewis. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, App State.
And he's in for his second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The run inside. It's Phillips. On the move is the 30. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Jaguars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for room, it's Phillips. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Jenkins. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can...
Snags it and he's open. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. And the Jaguars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
On the move. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking downfield, it's Davenport. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Might be changing the route. Running inside, it's Lewis. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. He now has 61 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. They'll give it to him again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's James. Turning it on. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Lewis.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Singleton. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle.
Could be an alley. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through 1 quarter of play. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. Right back to the well. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. And the Mountaineers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Singleton. He's going for the goal line. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Marion. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. The Jaguars are in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive. They'll run play action. Gets it out quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window, and he did that right there.
Catch in the middle. It's Woods. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Davenport. Gets it to the back. At midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man. It's Hunter. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Phillips. He's there to make the stop.
And they tried to run that sweep out route. I like going to the wide side of the field, getting somebody the ball that can really, really run. Just got to block it up a little better. Give him a chance to at least get that edge. Then he might be able to do some more damage.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Bringing the heat. He's going to breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Going to the run, it's Martin. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Motion from the wideout. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. The run inside. It's Roberts. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wants to throw. It's Singleton. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it loose. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. The Mountaineers will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. So now to try to take advantage of that defensive stop time starting to work against them a little bit, and we'll see what they can do. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Jaguars can really attack on this second and short. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Mountaineers! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marion. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. South Alabama appears ready to start things on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down. They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Davenport. Right on the money. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Jaguars will punt this one away. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Might be calling a hot route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Running inside, it's Roberts. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Back to pass, it's Davenport. Oh, they're after him. He's got his man, makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on 2nd down. Still looking, on the move. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. The Jaguars moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Jaguars line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. He wants to throw it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Singleton. Here comes the heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a 3rd and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on 3rd down.
The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Wide open downfield. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to throw on third down. Going over the top. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 3 team, the Florida Gators. And it's the Gators on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Back now to your game inside Hancock-Whitney Stadium. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win.
The Mountaineers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Holly Rowe right there in the middle of it on the sideline. Holly, what are you hearing about this injury?
I caught up with the Jaguars head coach at halftime. Big news to report here in the second half. Their star wide receiver is out for the rest of the game. They are still evaluating exactly what's wrong and just how serious it is, but a lower body injury, he will not return. That is big news for this team today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Ready, go. Go.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Play is stopped for just a second as they tend to the injured Mountaineer. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to pass. It's Davenport. Here's a heat. He's got it. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He might want another play. The run inside. It's Roberts. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. An explosive play in the running game. Moves the sticks for the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking for a gap. It's Roberts. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts. Pulled down for the tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. It's Singleton. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Play is stopped for just a second as they tend to the injured Mountaineer. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Marion. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, down on the Appalachian sideline, the offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access, some cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. He tackles him for no gain.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Running inside, it's Roberts. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
He'll bring it out. It's Marion. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Finds his big tight end. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
And I feel like they kind of needed that play right here on 3rd down, man. They've kind of struggled. They've had to punt several times this football game. They've already dug themselves a hole. Maybe that will give them a little adrenaline shot. Maybe that can give them some momentum moving forward. They got to have something. They need a spark to get back in this football game.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Catch in the middle, it's Marion.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
On his feet at the 40. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
He did a really good job on 3rd down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in. On 3rd down, those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
To the air, it's Davenport. Gets it out fast.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's open on the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Jaguars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. On the option. He'll toss it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's their freshman starting wide receiver, and we hope he's not out of the game too long. Holly will keep an eye on things for us. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Jaguars!
And that's a great idea, man. Keep finding the big fella. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's been really the bright spot for this offense, Jesse. I would continue to find ways. If I'm going to get back in it, I think it's got to go through him.
I think you're right, David. And as a defense, you've got to know now, this is the guy they're looking for. He's hurt us often. We play man, we play zone, linebackers or safeties. Who's ever covering him, we've got to find a way now to get him bracketed so they stop throwing his way.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Rolling inside. It's Roberts. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Offense changing the play. Takes a handoff. It's Roberts. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Webb. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That false start changes your mindset. Now you're 2nd and long, 9 yards to go. He leaves it with his back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're...
There he goes. Picks up the first down. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And the beatdown has ensued. They build this lead here in the 4th, and man, has this been a long time coming as this brutal losing streak is close to ending.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. To throw, it's Davenport. Fires to the big fella.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Jaguars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running to Green. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Pressure coming. He sacked this defense all over it. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Reads it, fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Fires to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the night. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch.
Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. After the whistle, there is a man who has yet to leave the field, and they'll check on him. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run it out of the shotgun. There's a crease. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Running inside, it's Webb. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got...
Trying to get closer, and they knock it free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's hard to swallow. You're in scoring position. You got set up perfectly inside the 5-yard line. Everything looking good. You can't fumble the football. You got to take care of it. Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense.
Looking for space. It's Martin. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's caught. It's Jenkins.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Pulls and fires fires complete. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. And the Jaguars getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Davenport. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move.
Going long. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
The run inside. It's Martin. There's a little room there. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll go to the air. Pulls it in. It's Hunter. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle. Bang, bang, bang.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Finds his man. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain there, and it's a 1st down. The Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to scramble. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll slide, and it's a good pickup on that one.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on 1st down. It's 2nd in California, and that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this 3rd down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
The Jaguars back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. On the run, it's Martin. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And the Jaguars have it with a 1st and goal. Got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd and goal coming up. Looking for a man. It's Davenport. Swings it out to the flat. Touchdown, South Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is and get into the end zone.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Motion from the back. They want to throw it. Takes the easy completion. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Makes a grab and room to run. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Got enough space. Touchdown, App State. And the punishment has been extended. They tack on a little extra here in the 4th and just about set to break this long losing streak.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wide receiver comes in motion. That's reeled in. It's Jenkins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself.
There's some room. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Martin.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Grab near the sticks. It's Jenkins. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. To the air. It's Davenport. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game.